So, today we've got a real treat for you. It's going to be a 4v4. And starting off, we've got Nijeski Piotr. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it kind of looks a bit Polish on the Necrons. Universita on the Tau. And we've got Valentinovsky 6 on Necrons. And then DGU as Space Marines. And then on the other side, we've got myself as Tau, traditionally. We've got Vienno on the Space Marines, Imperial Fists, GP Kalga as the Chaos, and Socrates on the Imperial Guard. So, the reason I wanted to show this one is because this sneaky Necron player rushed the Scarabs up into the middle and started building a Gauss turret. And I'll be honest with you, as Tau, I don't know how to counter that. So, if you've got an idea on how to potentially beat that strat, please leave it in the comments. I'm desperate to know. The thing is, once the Gauss turret's up, your stealth suits are not really going to do much. So everyone looks quite equal on the income so far. Nothing too out of the ordinary. We've got the Tau pushing up into the middle, as expected, and we've got some cultists pushing up as well. Just going to go over to this Tau's, just so we can see the stealth suits. Yep, got scared off by the Gauss turret, and then over this side we've got the heavy bolter turret getting put down by the IG. Very good, very good. Scouts have ran back, waiting for the Space Marine squad. This servitor is building up a heavy bolter as well. So, we've got the Tau commander up on the top left, well, on the north side, and Space Marines are trying to push in the middle. We've got some cultists, we've got some IG. No, it's just scouts and marines here. They're up against the Vespids, the Tau commander, and stealth suits are trying to capture, or decapture I should say. It's quite even at that side. These guys have got the turrets up. They are taking the middle position here, trying to take the relic. And then these guys are just building up, really fortifying that. Trying to get some stealth teams built up here, but I'm not sure. Like with the fog of war, I'm scared to push in there. In reality, we should be rotating around into the middle. So, as you can see, the Vespids are doing work here, and we've got the Space Marines retreating a little bit. And Cultist Squad here, running it back as well. It's quite even in the middle. These guys have got the Command Squad and the Heavy Bolter and Lieutenant Post, but if against Space Marines, Scouts, Assault Squad, that is going to be a rough one. And the Necron Lord. Yeah, these guys are toast. Looks like we've got the Vespids trying to push in here on the Chaos. They're trying to get a pick on a plasma generator by the looks of it, but they're getting tied up by the cultists doing the weird dash forward attack. I think they've been praying to Akuma a little bit too much. And we've got the Tau here on the top left, trying to take some of these Necron warriors out before they get too close to the middle. So at the middle does look, so the centre point, it looks like it's kind of even at the minute. The northern team is pushing ahead and trying to take down this listening post. We've got Necrons pushing around here. These Space Marines are really pushing the IG back. I'm not sure what the IG can do to counter it. They have got a Guardsman squad. No grenade launchers yet, but it looks like they're trying to get a second plasma generator. Yeah, the IG have really been pushed back here. Second Guardsman squad up here, and Command squad looks like they survived. Now, these Vespids are still causing havoc here, and these guys are pushing back, but the middle is looking quite secure for the North team. South team is pushing in with some Fire Warriors. Got the Tau Command as well, trying to take a couple of picks on the Scouts. These cultists are trying to tie up with the Chaos Lord. We'll see how that works out. And these Vespids are getting annihilated, pushed in way too far. They've probably got some good picks in, but that is quite a lot of power this early in the game to relinquish. Now, IG are getting pushed by two sides here. They've got the Necron Warriors and you've got the Space Marines here. I believe Necrons? Yeah. So instead of pushing the middle with the Necrons, they've pushed the southeast. And it's still a a tense situation here. And we get some chicken nuggets for the recruits here. It's always nice to keep them fed. So we've got two fire warriors and a commander pushing in. These guys don't have... Yep, they've got the grenade launchers. They should be able to take out some, or at least knock over some of these fire warriors, but they're not being aggressive enough. They're kind of running away. You think you push them in and try and get some shots in. And the scouts are scouting. Not doing much. Servitor gets nearly taken out. Yeah, these scouts are going to get totally shredded if they don't move quickly. And Necrons are just building up. They've got all this requisition. Well, they don't need wreck. They've got the obelisks, but still is a bad news for the northwest. Going back down to the southeast here. Do we have any commissars out? Not that I can see at the moment. No commissars, but also no grenade launchers either. So the Southern Necron team is building up here. We've got the Space Marine Assault Squad. We've got the attacks here. Yeah. Going to try and push the middle. These towers just using the range to annihilate that listener post in the middle there. If the grenade launchers did go in the middle, then we might have had a chance to push south here. But evidently not. So, recruits coming back. We've got a couple of stealth teams, fire warriors, tower commander. They do have a path to enlightenment. They're building up a vehicle beacon here. And we get the machine cult for the Imperial Fists. That's good. We've got the Chaos Temple. Not much else happening with the Chaos guy. Over-generating with the plasma generators. I think that's a bit excessive. And IG have tactical control. They're beefing up their boys. I don't think they'll allow tier 2 yet. They are just building up more defenses here. More infantry commands. That'll be a good turret, good way to get rid of the... Oh, plasma generator here. That's interesting. Don't think tier 2 for the Space Marines either. They don't even have the listening post down below. That's unusual. Am I seeing that right? Yeah. Necrons doing what Necrons do. And they've got, what, 2, 4, 6 going for the 7th generator. And they've got flayed ones here, so they can push up the middle. Yet the tower doing the range in the middle. These guys are afraid to push in. I mean, they can see what's happening. They're just refusing to do anything. So, Tau, down below, they've got the path to enlightenment on the road. They don't have the vehicle beacon yet. But these guys are massing up Necron warriors, and I'm assuming they've got the summoning core upgrade for them, or they will do soon. It looks like they're going for, yeah, just spamming Necron warriors. Not much you can do against that. Now, in hindsight, I should be able to jump all these guys in and at least take out the ghost turret and maybe an obelisk or two. But in reality, we should be pushing in the middle to try and help these guys out. It's 2v2, so 3v2 would be the deciding factor there, and I don't think the Necrons would be able to push in at the top. They're still trying to play a bit defensively. Maybe should have held back for the Pathfinders so we could go at the range for the Fire Warriors here, but nothing too much to worry about. The Land Speeder Tempests are helping out, but they do have stealth suits for the Tau here, so they can take out if need be. So I would, yeah, get those Land Speeder Tempests healed up and don't be too aggressive here. I don't see much in the middle from the Northern team. Looks like the Fists are trying to rebuild their army. Again, tons of plasma generators. Get Sacrificial Circle, Machine Pit up north. And not much happening with IG. They're getting their behinds handed to them. Guardsmen are running away. That's a good idea. Tech Priest is shooting. I'm not sure. They should get in the listening post maybe. And Command Squad is trying to hold it down, but against all these Necrons, Assault Squads, and attacks just obliterating them. I'm not sure the Guardsmen and the Command can do much. That is a losing battle. I think what they should be doing, instead of buying 3 Commissars, is maybe going to tier 2 and getting some heavy weapons out. Trying to get some Basilisks or 2, trying to get the range here. So, these Space Marines still not upgraded. They have got the armory up. Chapel Barracks, not much else, and still not got that strategic point. So let's scan through. We got plus 80 to 66, plus 74 to 50, and they've got the Corn Berserkers out, so that's always interesting to watch. Mass spam on the plasma generators and making the mechanized commands. Good idea. And then 2 flayed ones. Way too many Necron warriors to not have the upgrade. But they are building it there, plus 80. So, plus 116 to 30 for the Tau. Looks like they're getting the vehicle beacon up. And now we're getting the Greater Summoning Corps down south. They've got the flanks, they've got the middle. It looks like the southern team are going to take the advantage here. Building heavy bolter turrets. They've taken over the whole thing here. And it looks like the north are building up an army and trying to counterattack here, trying to build some resistance. But, yeah, these Marines are going to start getting their upgrades, so that's going to make them pretty tanky to beat. Not much you can do against these guys. I mean, if we quickly swap around, they've maxed out the squad cap. Yeah. So, trying to get Barracuda out, seeing if that makes much of a difference. Looks like the... Am I seeing this right? Yeah, they've got the defences here, but looks like the north are pushing in again. So they've got the Devilfish, they've got Pathfinders, all sorts. Now, Pathfinders mark this Tau squad down, but they're running away. Looks like they're trying to get caught down by the Devilfish, but the stealth teams are counteracting that. Let's try and get a view of the stealth teams here. Yeah, Necrons are walking in there and just clearing up these Marines. Especially with the upgrade, it's going to be a tough one to fight against. Dreadnought's putting in some work against these warriors. And the Rhino, if only it done some melee damage, that would be fantastic, but unfortunately it doesn't. Tau Commander's just sitting behind and launching in there. The Devilfish thankfully hasn't opened its doors yet. Oh, here we go. 2 squads of Fire Warriors. That's going to start taking out a lot here. Looks like a good solar pulse up in the north middle here. And combine that with all the flayed ones, that's going to scare off a lot of the range units. And yeah, the Assault Marines are tearing up here. Looks like the IG are trying to make a comeback here, but between the Necrons in the west and the Necrons in the southwest, it's not much chance of that happening. They are picking off these guys one by one, and it is a colossal fight in the middle here. Looks like the Necrons are clearing up, and the Red Space Marines are holding it down as well. There are a couple of Barracudas and some Landspeeder Tempests, but not sure how well they're going to fare against all those Necron warriors. It's just the sheer mass is going to start taking them down eventually. Yeah, these Space Marine squad is going to get tied up by the flayed ones, and they should have left a lot earlier. So we got the Terminator squad out. That'll be a good help. They can get their assault cannons on the go. That'll be great. And there's a Predator in. So now that we've got a lot of vehicles up the north, it looks like the south should be trying to get something to try and counteract that. Is it stealth suits? Is it... Oh! We're rushing some plasma generators and a Keon command post. Definitely going to outrange them there. So, the valiant effort by the IG. Not sure how well that's going to land. Yep, these guys are just getting taken out. Not much happening up north. They're just reaping what they sow. And Tau's trying to help in the middle. But between the Tau and the Imperial Fist, the Chaos... where is the Chaos? Well, let's have a look at Chaos and see what they've actually got here. We've got a possessed squad. Yeah, they really need to regroup and build up some requisition, because they're not making much difference there, if any. And in the middle, the 2 armies are still just getting pushed out by the Solar Pulse. And is that a mass resurrection? Oh no. No wonder. These guys are toast. How are you supposed to fight against that? The Necron Lord proving his worth yet again. And we've got the Barracudas up here. Let's have a look at the field of view for the southern team. Yeah, it looks like they've got We've got the field of view, we've got the range. If they get the fire warriors upgraded, then it is going to be nasty. So a cheeky decap by the stealth suit's not going to make it. Just not enough firepower. Pathfinder team, fire warriors should be pushing in. Wow, look at all these Necrons. And they're just healing up and healing up as well. This Necron player is doing a phenomenal job. Who needs anti-vehicles when you've got this many infantry? So it looks like the IG have made a push back and they're capturing, they're putting heavy bolters down. I've not seen any vehicles from the mechanized command yet. Ah, here we go, 3 basilisks. That would explain a lot. And on the other side, the Marines are trying to build up a force. We've got some assault squads, some heavy bolters. Yeah, they're just anticipating another attack. Playing a little bit defensive. They've got the destroyers there. I think the main thing is in the middle is there's not much you can do to defeat that. Oh, sneaky Barracuda. Let's see if it can make any difference before it gets taken down. Tower Commander's idling here, which is not fantastic. Looks like we're getting a Dreadnought. We're going to get some Terminators, I would assume. Dropping in it. Yep. Big hammer boys. So why not drop them in the middle of these guys? I'm not sure. But, you know, some people have got their own way of doing things. But if they just landed in the middle, they could be able to take out a lot of these Necrons. Or at least tie them up as well. Yeah, it looks like the Necrons are pushing forward, and even though there's 2 Predators and 2 Dreadnoughts, Terminators, Fire Warriors, it's not enough. The incoming Necron army is just so hard to deal with. What is this? Is this a Pathan issue? Not sure what's going on with these Possessed squad. They're not supposed to run like that, are they? Anyway, they're coming in for a fight. And they're instantly running out. Good job by the Chaos. And again, Possessed, that's the only thing they've got. I'm sure they mean well, but they're not doing much difference to this fight. And the Destroyers are coming in to try and tie things up. That is going to be a game changer, because the Destroyers can take out these Fire Warriors, and Terminators just scurry away, play the range game. Now, Obliterator squad, Possessed squad, they're pushing up on the north. That's might make a difference. Just going to get a quick sip of water here. Now, let's go down. IG does what IG does. Looks like they've got heavy weapon teams, listening posts. They're just stalling, sandbagging. They're not pushing anything, which is tried and tested IG tactic. And these Pathfinders are trying to get some vision, and they just get shot down. You know what that means. Coalition Center, Kion Command Post. They're going to get outranged by these Fire Warriors. Yeah, let's look at that. 2v1. And they've got the Tower Commander there. Nothing can beat the Fire Warriors for range apart from some vehicles. Even the Scouts with Sniper Rifles don't have as much range as these guys. And when you add the extra armor on as well, that is tough. I mean, they've heavy infantry now. Technically, once you get all the upgrades, you might get up to something else. Now, Obliterators are taking over. Possessed squad, they're trying to take over. You know what? They did a good push. They've got their units. They're trying to get a bit more requisition. So IG got a second mechanized command out. And they are taking pot shots here. But they're just waiting for someone to push in. The problem is they've got 2 armies pushing in, because these armies... Tau managed to fortify the middle. Necrons and Marines are pushing the east. And it's 2v1. Again, this always happens. 2v1. Solar Pulse goes in. All these squads are forced to get back. And hopefully, yep, we've got the Commissar doing his work. And we've got all the grenade launchers trying to tie things up. Now let's see what's dropping down here. Is it going to be Imperial Fists, or is it going to be Blood Ravens? It's the Imperial Fist Dreadnought. Okay. Looking good. 2 Lasguns here. 3 Lasguns. And the Basilisks, they're doing quite well. Looks like the Necrons are trying to take this back, but it's a bit of a half-hearted push. That's because they've got their restored monolith. Ah, yeah, not much is going to be able to take out that unless you, I don't know, mass spam stealth suits and fully upgrade them and hope that you don't get taken out too much. Yep, just as I thought, stealth suits are getting built up. So yeah, these restored monolith, have they got a second monolith on the go as backup? Not quite, but they don't need it at the moment. Tau has everything they need. Got a command post, coalition center. Army's not maxed out, but they don't need to max it out at the moment. Necron's just chilling here, trying to get rid of these Terminators, and yeah, these Terminators are going to be toast. Even if they do have the Dreadnought as backup, there's just so many units going to try and take them out. But we do have a good push from the Imperial Guard here, and a counter push by the Tau. Going at the Imperial Fist base, taking out the Whirlwind, close range. Terminators are going to try and launch a... Okay. And yeah, the monolith is there. Tau is underfunded, undertech. And these guys, they don't even have any vehicles, but they're managing to hold it down with just the infantry. I would say 3 kings, but I can't see any chaplains and I can't see any librarians, so they're just focusing on building up the Space Marines as best they can. So these heavy weapon teams are all... they're all deployed, but they've all got las guns, so up against 4 heavy bolters, it's not going to be too effective. But who cares, because the Necron warriors have been resurrected, they're stealthed, they're marching. Yeah, not much is going to be able to stop that. A couple of fire warrior teams, Barracuda, got some Obliterators, some Scouts, Terminators, Predators. Let's see how they're going to deal with this rush. Yeah, with those Barracudas circling as well, that's going to cause a big heap of trouble for any melee. So they're just trying to play the range game just to test out the waters, dipping the toe in a bit. Baneblade's out. Fantastic. That should be able to push down on the Marines here. So it looks like the middle is getting pushed, and the south, so north and south. So looks like Imperial Guard are panic buying at the moment. These Obliterators are just standing there. Tau's trying to play some range here, but they're getting outranged by the southern Tau. Yeah, these guys are just... no way they're surviving. So if anything, we should have moved them up further north to try and take out these Necrons, but... and here comes the big beamy thing that I forget the name of, from the Ethereal. It's going to cover a massive distance, cause a load of damage, and basically be a pain for area denial. So it looks like the Chaos are trying to push in here to try and save face, but it's too little too late. They are making a valiant effort though, they are making a comeback. All these stealth teams are really taking it to the infantry here, which I'm surprised at. They've all got the fusion blasters, but there's no stealth detection at the moment. You've got a skull probe up here, but that's not enough. Oh, Barracuda's getting shot at. See these Predators? See these stealth suits? You know what's going to happen. It's not if, it's when. Yeah, as predicted, they're just going to jump in and start taking these out ASAP. Look at that health just drained so quickly. So Northern Tower trying to help out, but when you've got the monolith coming in, there's not much you can do. So, looks like they're floating power, looks like they're floating a little bit, but not much you can do. And then Chaos are just trying to recoup. IG are launching a successful assault, and they're getting held back a little bit. But if they were more aggressive, they might have been able to take out some of the armory here. They're still putting up a valiant effort, a lot more than the rest of them. And yeah, 112 for the Necrons. They've got all these bases here. They've got the restored monolith. Where is the monolith? There it is. It's a stealth team. They're trying their best. And the the middle has just been left unprotected because everybody's trying to defend their bases. So it looks like they've got Lehman Russes constantly getting pumped out with these mechanized commands. And the Southern Tower really being aggressive against the Imperial Fists here. Between them and the Necrons, they are cleaning house. Yeah, these guys are putting a fantastic effort and not pushing too aggressively, building up a full army. I don't know if they're communicating, but they're definitely on the same wavelength. And these Terminators, I don't know what they're going to do. They might take out some of the stealth teams, but all these stealth teams are going to keep taking out the Predators, Dreadnoughts as well. Kind of spot for choice there. I think the Imperial Fists tried valiantly. They love the defences, they love the fortifications, but just wasn't enough to fight against the combined forces of the Tau and the Necrons in this game. Whereas the IG are managing to take out the Blood Angels. Just a massive infantry there, guardsmen, rocket launchers. Watch out, the Necron Lord's about, and he's probably going to solar pulse. Oh, is that a possessed Lehman Russ? I think it might be. That is cheeky. Those Necrons are launching a counterattack. I would expect them to go for the Baneblade, but still, Lehman Russ versus Lehman Russ, who's going to win? Necrons, probably. So, Guardsmen retreating, as Guardsmen tend to do. Tactical retreat, it's not cowardice. But if we look in the north, yeah, it's too little too late. Looks like the base is about to be taken out here. Looks like they've just pushed a little bit harder there. So, that's the first enemy defeated. And they're probably, yep, straight away teleport into the tower base and launching down a load of flayed ones. Tau don't have much to counter-attack with. Whereas the Southern Tower love it. They've got tons of stuff here. If anything, they should be getting some Devilfish to try and transport the troops around. Guards are trying to push here. Should really focus on taking one of the enemies out instead of spreading the forces a bit too thin. Looks like we've got the two Lehman Russes. I don't see any Basilisks at the moment, which I'm surprised at. I thought there would be... oh, cheeky Barracudas trying to take out some of the plasma generators. That is... Are the Guard going to try and get back into the listening posts? Get back into the house? Quite potentially. But, Monolith in the top here. Between them and all the flayed ones, yeah. There's no coming back from that. So we've got stealth suits stalling at the end there. But I think the Imperial Guard trying to outrange a Necron Lord. When they've got all this in the front of the base, knocking on the front door and taking out the Mars Pattern Command. The Mechanized Command is going to be next. Between the Barracudas and, yep, that's another quit. It looks like we've only got one enemy left on the other side. That'll be me. Fighting to the death. Going for a Desperation Shaping Center. It's not going to make any difference, let's be honest. These guys have wiped the map. So I think it was a fantastic game, and it just shows you, even when you're not seeing what your other side of the field's doing, they're probably still having a tough time. And I think the Southern team were able to work together to try and push, get the advantage here, then get the advantage in the middle, and working 2 versus 1 really helps, really makes a difference there. And if you're still listening to this far in, please give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. We're up to nearly, what, 150 subscribers now? So we're pushing forward here. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and have a nice day. Bye.